Connecticut raw content, Jet Black. We are the people. Y'all know what it is. Make sure when y'all come through, y'all hit that like button. Shout out to the 39,000 subscribers. Shout out to everybody, all the supporters. Next milestone, 100,000. I'm just checking in on this late night, early morning Sunday. Well, we might as well just say going into Monday. It's raining outside. Make sure y'all drive safe. Don't drive distraction. No squares, no circles. You heard me? I'm just coming through, making sure all the supporters all right. Everybody that went to work, everybody that got out for work, y'all know how we do. You hear me? I think I'm starting to get in tune with the morning time like this, because at the same time, like I said, we got other supporters, other subscribers checking in at this time, and they don't be catching our videos in the daytime and in the noon. That's why I be saying they got to have these notification bells on. Y'all heard me? I'm gonna let it go through a little bit, few minutes, but we will be live in the morning. You hear me? Y'all know how I'm coming with it. I hope y'all goody out there. Don't drive distracted. Let's stop the violence. Let's put down the guns. Y'all know which way we coming. Hear me? Connecticut raw content. No squares, no circles. Make sure y'all tap us in. Make sure y'all do all that shit. You hear me? Make sure y'all check us out on Facebook too. We just went up 11,000 on the business page. You heard me? Check us out. I'm coolin'. Just trying to stay out the way. Just trying to see what's gonna be next, what I'm gonna draw, what I'm gonna show, what I'm aiming at, what I'm gonna do. But every day I'm trying to spice up the show. I'm trying to spice up the platform. I'm trying to do what it do as it come in, as they give it to us. You heard me? Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all comment to the channel. Y'all know what it is. I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes, let the moderators pop on in. Let everybody start popping on in. Say they want to, do what they got to do. Hear me? And get up out of here. That's what it's about. You hear me? I'm sorry I ain't used the StreamYard app, because the StreamYard app allow y'all to come in. So I'm sorry I didn't use that. You hear me? And what I did with that one right there. I'm cooling though. Trying to stay away from the haters, trying to stay away from the negativity, trying to supersede the opportunity that's given to me. You hear me? So I'm just taking it YouTube, Instagram, you know, trying to work all our social media platforms to make sure they get to where they got to get to, and everybody's sharing our content. So make sure y'all share this video to people that don't got their notification bells on. Make sure y'all got your notification bells on. You hear me? In the heat of the night, that's how I'm doing it. Like I said, you just got to find that time, and once you find that time, and you got to work on that algorithm. Algorithm is key, is important when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to interacting with the channel, when it comes to YouTube recommending our videos to certain people, and certain people saying our videos. That's broadening the reach of the platform. So as we keep posting, as we keep getting more people in, the platform just going to expand, and YouTube just going to expand the rise by expanding us around the whole globe. So that's how it's going down. You hear me, y'all? Make sure y'all catch this video. Like I say, tomorrow. Well, I might well say today, because there's another half hour until the time, to the next day, to Monday morning. I will be up early. You hear me? Tapping in. Might get some action. Like I said, it was a good weekend. A lot of things ain't been going on. You heard me? It been quiet around Connecticut. A few things, you know, a few accidents, a few. I ain't hear about any shootings. I want to say the last shooting I heard was like a day ago. I want to say Johnny News dropped that. Cincinnati Avenue shooting. 2 people got shot, I want to say. But I'll let Johnny say them news. I'll let Johnny get that news, because he gave an update on that. So I don't really know what's going on with that. But at the end of the day, we just going, you hear me? Whoever gave the news, that's who I'm going to let give it. I'm not with the researching. I'm not with the editing. I'm not with none of that. I don't got time for that. You heard me? Raw content. It's all about the raw content with me. I think that's better. It's better for social media. It's better to how we giving it and which way we going with it. So at the end of the day, I like to show a lot of raw content. Like I say, on TikTok, I edit. because TikTok is required for you to edit and do all that with the videos. They don't really like, not to say they don't accept raw videos, but they take a lot of raw videos, but their community guidelines and their rules is real strict. So I I try to post when I could post. I try to go live when I could go live. Like I say, shout out to the 33,000 followers we got on TikTok. If y'all not following us on TikTok, make sure y'all come follow us on TikTok. We get also a lot of support over there on TikTok, which TikTok is running neck to neck with our YouTube channel. But we already know that the platforms is different. Never unlock what it is, my boy. You know what it is. You heard me? I'm getting straight to it. Straight to it. Ain't no stop. Oh, I got this beat. Shout out to Dip. Dip just early morning when I was on live. Dip came through, dropped another beat off. That's the one that gave us that other beat to the platform. So he gave us another beat. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Like I say, I'm supposed to be working on that intro, but I'm trying to think how I want the intro to come in before I start the video. You hear me? I'm cooling, my boy. No squares, no circles. I'm out the way, trying to stay out the way. You know what I do. You know, you know what I do. So I just sit back. I could be taking a couple of shots. I got the little bar, couple of bottles up under the entertainment system. But you know, I'm not a drinker. I'm a straight smoker. So I try to stay to what I do best. You hear me? I am. Like okay, I'll do that. So what's your email address? Where do I send it to? Oh, they did. Yo, I had a feeling that the Warriors gonna take that. The Warriors got a lot. They got Jimmy Butler, so it's gonna be kind of hard to stop doing Steph Curry and both of them. I can't. But I had them winning tonight. Turn post notifications on. How I do that? Yeah. Oh, what I'm talking about. Y'all supposed to turn the notification bells on. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Make sure y'all got y'all notification bells on. If y'all not subscribed to Never on Lock TV, make sure y'all go subscribe to the channel. You hear me? The Hartford game series dropping. You hear me? Every day, all types of shit. You know what it is. No squares, no circles, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all comment to the channel. Make sure y'all share. Notification bells on YouTube algorithm. Never unlock. Don't stop, my boy. Keep dropping them videos. You heard me? Keep going. I also started another channel. We are the people. Well, I've been started it. I don't be posting a lot, but I'm working on the second channel. So you already know this channel. We already know is Connecticut raw content. The other channel gonna be We Are the People. You heard me? I'm trying to come heavy, so I'm starting a new YouTube channel. I'm trying to go along and just have, a couple of YouTube channels. Do the damn thing. Yes, Golden. Yes, you're Golden. What you been working on? Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. Listen, man. You got to get it how you get it. You heard me? You have to get it. You have to start somewhere. So if working at 9 to 5 is doing it, that's gonna pay the bills. That's gonna help the family out. You got to do that, my boy. It's what? It's reason why it's reason why I came to this game and I stopped working at 9 to 5. Like I say, like as y'all know, I had cases and shit pending. I had lost my job. Like I said, when I came home from jail 10 years ago, I worked 5 years straight, 3 jobs coming out of the halfway house. I lost all my jobs. I owed it for them 5 years I was working. I owed the child support 60,000. Paid it off in them 5 years. 3 years I paid it off. Actually, what I was making, and plus I was claiming my kids, so I paid that 60 grand off in 3 years. You heard me? I was busting their ass, but Shit just went left. Started doing this, jumped into social media, said, you know what? I'm just gonna do my own thing. Fuck that. I ain't going to work for nobody. I bust my ass for 5 years straight. 3 jobs. One full-time, 2 part-times. Killing it. And I had 2 jobs downtown. I was working for Last Park in downtown, and I was working in the 750 building. I was smacking them in the head downtown. You hear me? Y'all know what it is. Jet Black, we are the people, Connecticut Raw Content. If y'all check on my other Facebook page, y'all see me, all my work ethics, because I got other Facebook pages that I couldn't get into. So before I started Jet Black, we are the people, I was on other Facebook and other Instagram. As y'all can see, them other Facebook and Instagram, I was posting all my work. So when I was going to work and working, I was posting all my videos and my work videos on them pages. When I switched over to Jet Black, I was just on something different. You hear me? So I was getting it in. But like I said, you know what? Since everything crashed, I got to find out and start how to make money while I'm sleeping. Jumped to this social media. So now I'm just going to let social media take me there. I'm gonna let the social media take me there. You hear me? I'm just gonna work the social media every day, cause it's like a full-time job to me. I work it. If you treat it like a job, it's gonna come to you and work to you like a job. If you ain't gonna treat it like that, then it ain't gonna come like that. And that's how I'm treating it, and that's how it's coming. So that's my job. And y'all already know my job is 24 hours of the day. You hear me? Connecticut Raw Content. So I'm on 24 hours of the day. Started our own business and just work for myself. You hear me? We already know business starts slow when you first starting off, but it begin to pick up. That's why I always tell y'all, listen here, y'all. Y'all playing. Connecticut is the 3rd richest state. I'm trying to be the #1 promoter. We don't got no promoters. We don't got none of that shit. All these rappers around here, I don't know what the fuck they doing or what they trying to do. Not to say I don't want them to make it, but goddamn, we got to do something, and we not doing it right. We never was doing it right, but we get a lot of publicity about Connecticut on every type of level. But we not in the limelight because we don't got platforms, or we on other people's platforms. So we need to stop that. Come to our state. Get our state first. You hear me? Never on lock. No. What you mean? No. See. When you dealing with this business, like I say, I always plan ahead. So I already know what I'm going to do in the morning. I already know what I'm going to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So all the way up to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, starting next Sunday to Monday, I already put in play on what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, and how I want to affect the channel and how it's going to come. You got to plan ahead. So it goes like this. Or things you try to do, LLC ain't always the move. You hear me? So you say LLC, which in a lot of situations people go LLC, but I went corporation because the reason why I went corporation, so you got to do it like this. It's like you open up the business under a corporation, but then you tag a LLC. So basically you working out of your LLC within the corporation. So we already know that a corporation is not owned by one person. A corporation is owned by shareholders. So that's why I'm like, we are the people. We are a corporation. I'm not the only one that just own this platform or all the rest of the platforms. We all do. You heard me? I put all of us involved. Corporation is ran by multiple people, not one or two like an LLC. And it's hard to get sued because if you suing somebody under them type of guidelines, who are you suing? A corporation is ran by different individuals, multiple individuals. So it's hard to sue a corporation because who are you attacking? I don't own it. If I had it under LLC, it'd be under my name. A corporation, you don't have to put it under your name. And you always want to when you have a business, the name of your business ain't what you doing. Like for instance, like I said, I do a lot of internet shopping, a lot of things on the internet. So it goes like this, what I'm trying to explain to y'all, like Starbucks. Starbucks is what? A coffee shop. But Starbucks, the name, is not pertaining to coffee. You understand what I'm trying to say? You got to look at these companies and see the names of the company, but is they LLC or is they corporation. But when it's ran like that, like I said, a Starbucks is a corporation. You heard me? Not to say people don't got their own Starbucks, but Starbucks is owned by a corporation. Because we already know that Magic Johnson owns Starbucks, but it's still owned by a corporation. It's owned by multiple people. So when somebody come after you, it's hard to get anything out of you or against you when you run a corporation. So I went corporation with this, not LLC. We not a LLC. I don't own Jet Black. We are the people. All the followers, all the supporters own Jet Black. We are the people. You hear me? So that's why like I say, I sat back for the first 2, 3 years on the computer setting everything up. And that's how you got to do it. You just can't rush into things and expect it's gonna be like that, because you could get in a lot of situations running an LLC just as well. Well, not just as well, because it's harder, like I say, to get attacked when you under that type of business, from LLC to corporation, C corp. You know they call it C corp and things like that. If y'all know, so I've been studying the C corp way. You heard me? So yes, LLC, but I went corporation, and I'm attached the LLC to the corporation. So now I'm working under the LLC. I'm working out of the corporation, but I'm working under the LLC. If y'all get what I'm trying to say, you heard me. A lot of people that's in the limelight, you know what I'm saying, when you're on the net, tell you and show you what to do, how to start a business. You just got to look up. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the net. I'm a blogger, so I research, but I research the things I'm doing. I'm not about to research what you doing. So if you into something, I'm not about to go research it and bring it to the platform. No, I'm going to research what I'm doing and bring it to the platform and spread it so we all can eat, we all can live, we all can know, because what I know now took me years, but what I can teach and do, what I'm doing, I can teach in one day. You hear me? But it took me 7 years to get it. Now, a person dealing with me and trying to get into this social media and this YouTuber, it's not going to take you 7 years to get it. If it take you 7 years to get it and you ain't getting it, that means you just don't got it. You hear me? It took us a process, because the way it came to me, like I say, like a gift overnight. So I knew it was gonna take time. You hear me? It already gave me the gift, so now I gotta take the time and working it. But people that's coming behind me and I'm giving them the knowledge, it only gonna take you a week. You feel me? Now I'm gonna lie. You got to know how to safeguard yourself. You hear me? Like I said, I've been going through a little bit of this. I've been going through a little bit of that. But when you patient and you working on things one at a time, in our situation, things start to open up. So a lot of things starting to open up. Like I say, I don't owe no child support. I'm working on my credit. Well, I never had credit, but I got credit cards. So we already know that the credit is going up. You know, I got to get my license. I got to get my paperwork from the court so I could bring for my pardon, to show them that I've been out of prison for 10 years with no arrest, no nothing. You hear me? Or any of the charges I had was dismissed, so I could just put in the pardon, because, like I said, I already planned on down the road. So gun license, I already license, driver's license, that's already, but I got to be patient and get to that, because the situation I was in, I can't just do it. I have to be patient and go one at a time and put everything in play, which a lot of things is in play. It just ain't coming to play because it ain't ready. You heard me? So a lot of things, people be shouting out ideas, all that. I'm on all that shit already. I'm on that already. So at the end of the day, it's like, when I get to here, I'm gonna be doing that. When I get to here, I'm gonna be doing that. So through the years, I did this. For Like when I started it, I was doing interviews in the beginning. Stopped the interview, started posting this, stopped that, started posting that, found the algorithm, and just kept going with it. Shout out to the 39,000 subscribers. Next milestone, 100,000. Let's get that YouTube plaque. Make sure y'all got y'all notification bells on. Shout out to all the cities. Shout out to all the states. Y'all know what we doing. No squares, no circles. All the area codes, all the cities. Tap in, comment to the video, share. Let me know how y'all feeling. You heard me before we end this video and we take it to the morning. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this with the child support. A lot of people need to go check on their child support. Like I say, a lot of people don't do the research and the legwork what they need to be doing to be checking out shit or doing certain things. So, like I say, Donald Trump is in office, so a lot of people don't agree. But there's a lot of people that do agree because they going through a lot and they going through what Trump is doing for what they going through. Type understand? That's why the business people ain't crying about Trump because the business is going good. So you gotta think what Trump trying to do and what he's good at. If you got them problems, they're gonna help you. If you don't got them problems, I guess it wasn't for you. But every president ain't gonna be for all the people. It ain't gonna be for the whole country. You heard me? It just don't affect you like that. It's what you trying to do with yourself. You got to work on yourself. You got to know yourself. So you can't just want, cry, and think something you supposed to get something. You got to put in that leg work. God got to test you. So whole time God could be testing you and you failing. You think it's the devil. No, sometimes it's God. Y'all know what it is. Hit that like button. So it's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of things I'm gonna be doing. There's a lot of situations I'm gonna be in with the platform, and it's just gonna do what it do. So at this time, the way the platform rolling, shit just gonna roll how it's gonna roll because we already rolling. We already got mad subscribers. We already get mad recognition. Connecticut know what we about and what the platform is. If you don't know, you heard about it. You hear me? You heard about this platform. Trust me. Whether you following or not, or you checking in on or not, you heard about it. Somebody you deal with, somebody you mess with, heard about it. So it's all about to keep going, keep posting videos, keep posting that content. Well, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. You got to think, man. Society today is really is set up. Is really set up for the woman to discard the man. Everything is set up for the man to fail on any type of level. Whatever the man's trying to do is set up for the man to fail. Because once the man fail, 9 times out of 10, a woman gonna fail. You heard me? We just gotta get society on how it works today and stop playing with your life. Stop playing with society. Stop playing with the government. Stop playing with stop playing with self-preservation. Period. Work on yourself, because if you're not working on yourself, you don't know yourself, it's gonna be hard to understand anything else. And people always trying to understand what they can't see or what they can't deal with because it's not them. The world just don't work like that. If you don't know self, it's gonna be hard to understand a lot of things in life. So at the end of the day, just you got it's like these days you got to be the chosen one. If you're not the chosen one, then you're gonna be fighting demons, you're gonna be fighting the spiritual warfare, you're gonna be fighting the human break, you're gonna be fighting everything that you can fight. But at the same time, it's all a testament to God, because if you believe in God, all that junk that you going through that you really don't got to go through, you could put it off on God. It's been like that since we stopped. Well, this, well, but you gotta. But if okay. You say that. You say that. Well, let's look at all the rich and popular and successful black people. All right, we're gonna look at it like that. So remember, the system, well, or what we say, the system is made to bring us down. But it's kind of hard. Like I said, you got to look at shit at all angles. And I'm glad the way I use my brain, because how we going to say the system, right? And if you really look at it, every successful black person in America is successful is because whatever they doing or whatever half of their fan base or majority of their fan base is the white people. So remember, black people don't support each other. Remember, we don't support each other. So how you rich and you black? You got to have some white friends. You have to have some white supporters because black people don't support each other. So the only black owned business that ever made their own money, it was Black Wall Street. I don't know if y'all familiar with the Black Wall Street era. That was the only black organization that made their own money. No other black organization made their own money. That Black Wall Street, that was the only one. Y'all need to go look at the documentary of Black Wall Street, man. Y'all playing. So to say that, this to keep blaming the system, then do no, it ain't the system. It's self-preservation. It's self, man. If everybody had the audacity to work on self and knew knowledge is self, they won't be saying the system. They only saying the system because they need something to lean on. Come on, man. It ain't the system. It's yourself. We just need something to blame. Just like anything in this world that happened, we need something to put it on. We need something to blame it on. That's just how the world works. But if you really look at the insides and the outsides of how the world works, and you work on self, you will look at and understand life in a whole different lightning. It ain't the system, it's yourself. Because if the white race wanted black race down so bad, all the black people successful is because of white people. Black people in sports, black people in entertainment, that's all run by white people. So to say it's the white people, that's crazy to say. Like, we won't be able to make music. We won't be able to play sports. We won't be able to do none of that. It was the white. I know the black people fought for the rights, but it still was the white men to agree on it, and they agreed on it. So why we keep the system? No, yes, it's a system put in place, but if you living by the system is going to affect you. If you not living by the system, it will not affect you. You will not be waking up talking about the system. You feel me? The system ain't waking you up. The system ain't making you go to sleep. That's all God. We just need something to blame in this world because black people swear to another black person why he make it, or I can't do it, or it won't be me. We need to get that out of our head. I look at every successful black person and look at them and say, that's going to be me one day. Not, oh, that's not going to be me, or they did it and I can't do it. That's just wrong with people, black people. They just want to bring themselves down. You know what I'm saying? They don't got no self-preservation, period. So black people don't work. They don't work on self. They just work on actions and reactions. That's it. That's just the culture. That's just the culture of black people. Reaction and instance. That's it. Ain't too many people, black people, thinking of it. They just doing it. You hear me? So all that system, all that government, no, don't. Yes, you got to think. Is the land? It's the land of the law. So if you look at the whole America, the whole United States as a whole, on how we was brought in, the slaves, on all the laws, you gotta think, man. It's real when you up in them offices and them high power people is up in them offices. Cause you think if you high power, you will be in the room with another high power. No, it just listen. It don't work like that. People die for this country. People shed blood for this country. So they not about to come destroy what they fathers built. You gotta think. People, grandfathers, fathers, great fathers, uncles built this country. They not about to go back and turn it around for nothing, for nobody, not even themselves. Come on. If that's the case of the white people love that much power, then why they not switching it up on how they want? That shit just don't work like that, man. When something, one thing about America, when the people that whoever these laws is for real. They not trading the laws for nothing. They not trading the laws from themselves. They fought. My father, my great father, my great grandfather made these laws. I'm not about to come switch the family tradition. That's why laws don't be switched. That's why laws don't be changed. That's why laws not supposed to be broken. You got to understand the law. You got to understand the Constitution. You have to understand. Once you understand self, then you go on to understand everything else. People just trying to understand everything else and don't even understand themselves. That's why most of us end up in the same situation or saying the same shit like crabs in a bucket, or the system, or the government, or the white man. Hell damn no. Because like I say, we can look at every successful black business owned person in America. 90% of their supporters is white people. So if white people was that so much of power and don't want black people to have none, no, the reason why they don't want black people to have the power. Just imagine we had a power. We talk about, oh, if a woman president, she'll push the button. Oh, the white, no, if a black person is in office, they'll push the goddamn button. The hell they keep talking about a white person to push the button or a woman to push the button. If a black person, they'll push that button. We don't care about war. We don't care about destruction. We already at war with each other and destroy and destruction on ourselves. So to turn around and say this, nah, I'm like I said, I'm on a whole nother level. When it comes to this world and God people, they ain't do nothing to me. You heard me? That's why I keep the energy and the respect. I don't demand it. I earn it. I can earn my respect. You heard me? So at the end of the day, I look at things totally different. You can say I use more of my brain or I use a different side of my brain. But at the end of the day, what I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna point my fingers at nobody, no system, no human being, because at the end of the day, what come before the four fingers? The thumb. So point that shit at yourself. You really pointing at yourself first. So before you go pointing the finger, you point your thumb back at yourself, which is already pointing at you. You get it? So never point. That's why they say never point, because you're pointing at yourself when you're pointing. Stop pointing. You're pointing your thumb pointing at yourself when you're pointing. Mind over matter. Mind over matter. When you understand self, you're gonna understand and see things differently, clearer. And that's all I can say far as about that. Willie Lynch. I said Willie Lynch. Yeah, like okay, people, once again, when we looking at certain situations on what happened to this world and what happened to the races and what happened to black people, I'm not going to keep focusing on what happened 30,000 or 100 years ago. Yeah, that's knowledge itself. But if you think I'm about to take something that happened over 1,000 years ago and hold it on you, You got to learn how to move on. Shit happen. We ain't caused it. We got to be the ones to make it better. And we not even willing to make it better. We want to keep the shit egging on. Oh, look at what they did to us 100 years ago. Let shit be over. How about that? Why shit just can't be over and just stop thinking like that? Because that only way that's getting us at, to kill, to destroy, race wars. That shit ain't gonna get us nowhere to be talking about what happened 200 years ago, knowing damn well that shit was gruesome back then. So you think I want to keep dwelling on gruesome? So my mind is programmed to think gruesome ahead, and I got my kids. I don't want my kids thinking gruesome. You heard me? I don't want my kids knowing none of that shit. That's why parents has to be in their children's lives, because I don't want my kid growing up like me. I don't want him to know what I did. That's why I don't do it in front of him. So you know what it is. You know how I give it up. Make sure y'all comment to the video. You hear me? What did white America do to black world street? Okay. But you got to understand. See, okay. This one thing about America. You gotta think, man. Use your head. The first thing they're gonna show is the bad shit. So we already know, so allegedly claimed, if you watch the documentary of Black Wall Street, oh, what you saying never on live, what white Americans did, they were slaughtered. All of them was killed. Yes, they were. I'm not even gonna lie, cause what was going on with Black Wall Street, far as them having their own money, them spending their own money, them having their own community, they quick to give us the bad shit. Listen now, you gotta be real mind-energetic, right? Because even though Black Wall Street had its own money, its own community, its own thing, it's still economy. You got to think, it still is economy. So they never got into the point far as how taxes, how all that was running with the situation, or did they owe any money, or wasn't dead, or this and that. They just so proclaimed, since they had the Black Wall Street had their own community, that's why they was destroyed. Come on, it got to be more research than that. It has to be more research than that, because listen now, once again, because we had this discussion before. I try to tell people this: the richest, put it like this, I'm not even gonna say the richest, I'm just gonna say the human being in America. The most popular, the most powerful man in America, and I'm not talking about government-wise, I'm talking about business-minded business. The most powerful man that's in America today is Bill Gates. Listen now, because no system and no program is richer than Bill Gates, because he the one that created, he the one that made the goddamn program. So listen to what I'm trying to say. Bill Gates, Microsoft was together. We already know the story about Bill Gates and Microsoft. They had to split up because they was making too much money. So if the government made them break up and they white, stop talking about all this white America. They ain't even let them get empowered. And we know Bill Gates is powerful. We know Microsoft is powerful. They made them split. No, they made them break up their company. And Bill Gates and Microsoft got to donate a certain amount of billions of dollars every year. So to sit there and say that the white man is powerful, yes, the white man is powerful, but trust me on this one. They're not going to let the next white man be the powerfulest, because if it was, then Bill Gates will be running it, because if you know, if you did the research, a lot of our technology, Bill Gates made it. So to a man that's so smart like Bill Gates, could probably ship some brownies to your house and blow your house up. Could probably ship a pen to your house and blow your goddamn house up. Like, can ship whatever, can make whatever, can just, like I said, this man mind is just a brilliant. Like, if Bill Gates, whatever he want to do, he can do, and don't got to be there. That's what I'm saying about power. Forget the money, power. They not letting that man do what he want to do. They watching him. Like, no, like, the world just don't work like that. This is the law. Whoever running it, this how it's going, bro. And to the next person that's in power, it's like this. It's not going like that. I don't care, black, white, who you think you is. You supposed to know better. And if you don't know better, you will get checked. It just happened to be the white man is in power because 90% of your wealth came from the white race. Ain't no black person in America rich because of black people. Every black people bring each other down, period. So let's stop that. So where are your support coming from? It ain't no black supporting blacks. So all your supporters coming for white. Like, come on now, let's stop it. The system, the system is your ass. Shout out to Springfield. You know what it is, G. Jenkins. Big shout out to Springfield. You heard me? Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure y'all comment to the channel. No squares, no circles. That's how I'm trying to drop it. That's how I'm trying to give it, man. Stop playing with me. I'm cooling. You know I'm cooling. That's how. Listen, man. Self-preservation. Nipsey. Okay, let me break it down, because I know a lot of people don't know the Nipsey Hussle story. So I'm gonna just get straight to the point. We already know, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle was a gang member, right? Listen to the shit, y'all. And we talking about white people. Like I said, I'm a blogger, I'm a content creator, so I look at and I listen to a lot of shit. So we already know Nipsey, you know what type of artist he was. You know what I'm saying? He was an artist, he was a businessman, he also was a gang member. So what a lot of people don't know, when Nipsey Hussle, I'm going to get into the Big U shit and him and the beef, but we already know about that situation. So as Nipsey Hussle was coming up, Nipsey Hussle did a lot of business with people. So what happened was he used to go to the Lakers game. So when Nipsey Hussle used to go to the Lakers game, he used to meet people. He ended up meeting a business partner. I forgot the business partner guy name. That's how Nipsey was getting into all the businesses. That's how he was getting into the with his merch, with his storefronts and all that. So the business partner he found, which was a white guy, young white guy, rich as hell, business, was trying to pull Nipsey out of the gang life and put him in position, because Nipsey was gonna take over California, and I mean the whole California. The whole situation where he was getting into it with Big U, he was about to take Big U's spot, but on some different shit. You heard me? Y'all gotta know what's going on. So why would a white man take a black man and put him in power like that? Because that white man knew Nipsey Hussle was a powerful black man. He ain't think like a black man. So what I say. Nipsey Hussle didn't think like a black man. He just think like God. He thought like God. When you think like God, it's hard to stop a person. You have to give a person their flowers. So they killed him. His own game. So he was getting out of the game, but the own gang killed him. You heard me? Y'all got to go check out that Nipsey Hussle documentary. Y'all got to go check out a lot of things. Like I say, but the whole purpose of the story, what I'm trying to get y'all to see, Nipsey Hussle was in those situations and was getting those opportunity because he was meeting white business people, not black business people. Ain't no black, not to say he ain't come across, and you know what I'm saying, small time business black people wasn't helping him, but Nipsey Hussle got put in play because the person who he was going to the Laker game with, which was a white man, business partner, he put Nipsey Hussle in play and was trying to take Nipsey Hussle out of the game, like to drop the gang life and just go straight business. That was a white man that did that. Was no black man. Remember, Big U and them black, they was trying to keep Nipsey Hussle in the gang life. It was the black man was trying to keep Nipsey down. It's the black people, but y'all, ain't no system. It's the black people. The black people, we gonna kill each other regardless of a system. We gonna kill each other regardless of a system. So I don't want to keep hearing about system when I'm gonna shoot you in the head anyway. Never like I'm gonna get you anyway. So what the hell you talk about system? The blacks gonna take each other out anyway. We like Arabs to each other. We gonna take each other out anyway. So the system don't gotta do it. We gonna do it because we don't believe in each other. We don't believe in self-preservation. We don't believe in the law. We don't believe in shit. But give it to me right now. If I don't, I'm going to take it. Black people just don't believe in working hard. And we came from working hard. But if you think about it, the only thing we heard we worked hard was in slavery. Because if you take slavery out, we was living good as a motherfucker. What about before slavery? Obviously, we was living good. Slavery was the only era when we lived it hard because we was getting beat. We didn't care about the work because we did that regardless of the fact. It was just the fact that we got beaten while we was working. Come on now, man. You gotta, they gonna always tell us the bad, but what the good side of it? That's what I'm saying, dog. So always don't believe what TV and television got to offer you. A lot of that shit be lies, man. A lot of that shit just be lies, man. That's what they want you to think because something so devastated, they want you to dwell on that. So if we keep dwelling on how we was beaten and killed 20,000 million years ago, we in 2025. That shit happened in the 1600s to 1500s. You want me to be angry from back then to now? You fucking crazy. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Connecticut Raw content. Jet Black, we are the people. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what it is, my boy. Really, listen. I'm not saying you wrong about that. We really lynch. Exactly. So, if put it like this. If I'm going to continue to clog my mind and feed my mind with that, then the world, that's how the man wants you to think. Evil against the people. But you got to think about it like this. Remember, we God's people. So you got to forgive to move on. I'm not trying to hold on to something where I know I have to move on in life. I can't keep going about it as what y'all did to us 100 years ago. Even though modern day slavery is happening now in different ways, but when you think about the people, we did it to ourselves. And they probably hiding the fact that we did do it to our goddamn self. Because how it come to a slavery? What was happening before slavery? What? We dropped off of the earth and we were just automatic enslaved? So what about before the slavery? Why they not giving us that before the slavery? And if you really do the math to slavery, okay, put it like this, bro. Slavery don't even come from the black man. I mean, for the white man. See, that's the bullshit. They say slavery. No, slavery. Black people were slaving their people before the white man. Like, what do you mean? Slavery ain't come from white people slaving black people. Black people were slaving black people before white people. What are you talking about? Do the research. Black people were slaving black people before white people were slaving black people, man. Come on, man. That shit just ain't laying like that. It just ain't laying like that. That's what they gave us. But it ain't laying like that, though. what was happening before slavery, how we was living then. Good, right? What was black people doing then? That's what I'm talking about. So all that, no. If you do the research and when slavery first started, I wouldn't say it goes back to King Tut, the Egyptians. The Egyptians. Slavery comes from the Egyptians. Egyptians were slaving white people, black people, their own kind. Like slavery goes back to not listen, slavery ain't start with white people and black people. That's a goddamn lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. I know that. Can't no reverend, can't no math teacher tell me that. Black people were slaving their own kind before white people. Egyptians were slaving everybody. Egyptians were slaving everybody before everybody. White, black. Go look at them Egyptian walls. When you look go into them Egyptian walls, them was all slaves. When you look at the color, it tells you the color of the slaves. Yellow, red, white, them all colors. We already know the red was Indians. We already know the white was the Caucasian. We already know the blacks was the blacks. Go look at the Egyptians, man. Go look black. Trust me, man. You do the research. You do the knowledge. Because you got to think. Who wrote the Willie Lynch book? So you know it's going to be some bullshit that's overstirred in the book. You feel me? And remember, nobody ain't perfect. So you're not about to put the blame on everybody or what they did and you just was perfect. You got to think the person that telling the story, the person that writing the book ain't telling shit about themselves. They just, what you seen? And that's what I'm supposed to go with? But you said nothing about yourself. No, I'm not going that. Never read, like they say, for black people. If you want to keep it away from a black person, you put it in the book. Because black people ain't gonna read. But even putting it in the book is still a lie. Don't let that go over your head. Putting it in a book is still a lie. You feel me? So they said don't even believe, but who wrote the book? Who wrote books? Man. So I'm definitely ain't believing shit a man got to say. Nothing. Come on, man. That's all. Like once again, you said he wrote the letter. It's not a book. Okay. Like I say, I'm not familiar with it. I want to think that I think I seen the movie on it, but cruel we could get into every cruel story about slavery. But let's start with our own kind, because we were slaving each other first. So why we not talking about when we of course the black man ain't gonna put in no book that they slaved their own kind. Why would they? You see what I'm saying? Because if everybody was, you gotta think, everything came from black people, right? Everything started with the black man. So why everything is just all stirred up? Like that's, I'm not saying none of it's true, none of it was the truth, but you gotta think, man. Put it like this: if man made it, if man made it, if man wrote it, don't believe it. Don't believe it. I'm going with God, man. That's all I can say. I'm not going on what no man wrote or saw. A man is deceiving. A man will deceive you because I'm a man. You feel me? So, man made everything, man. Man make everything. Everything that destroyed the human race, man made. So I'm not believing shit in a book a man wrote or what their story is, because that's not what happened. You just giving the bad side of it. You ain't never gave the good side of it. You just gave the this what they did to us. Sometimes people don't want to hear that. I want to hear the who you done killed, who you done did this to, was you on the run. You know what I'm saying? Because you wasn't perfect. Like every black person that came from that era, because they were slaves, they swear they was perfect. Like that's impossible. Like I'm not saying it was kings and queens. It wasn't. Nobody in this world ain't perfect. Like people could look at, oh, black people, we had queens, we had kings. This you can, man, ain't nobody perfect, man. I know black person. No, I don't want to. You not God. So at the end of the day, I don't care what black smart person got to say. You not God. You don't know how it came about. So smart that motherfucker. If you so smart, stop yourself from dying. Smart ass. If you can do that, then I believe you. If you can't stop yourself from dying or living, I wouldn't give a damn what you say. You're not God. You're not God. You're not gonna stress me out with what you're saying. Then stop death. You can't. So how the fuck you gonna tell me what is what? Come on, man. Stop death, fucker. You that tough, stop death. If you that smart. If you that smart, tell me the logic on how to stop death, and no human being of such color can even get closer to how to stop death. So I'm not believing what a man wrote. I'm not believing what a man say. You saying all this, but you can't prove it. I ain't definitely ain't going into that. You can't prove it. You just saying what happened, but you're not giving your story about what happened to you. See what I'm saying? All them books, man, that man wrote, you gotta think. In every book that man wrote, only thing they did in those books was pointed the finger. Was pointed the finger. Think about it now. Look at every book. And I read a lot of books. The 25th and the 25th anniversary Black History. That was a good one, because that one told about it was black money. They had black money. They had a black person on money. They had a black person on stamps, because back in the day they put the presidents and things, the faces on stamps. They had black people on stamps. They had black people on money. Yes, go read the 25th Black History book. It is the Black History, but it's the 25th anniversary. Man, that book say a lot. You see what I'm saying? But all them books, like, and what's so crazy, people always talking about the Bible. The Bible this, the Bible that. But one thing the Bible don't do, this is what the Bible don't do. That's why I say people always saying the Bible a lie, the Bible's this. And reading those books compared to the Bible, whoever wrote the Bible got to be good, because the one thing about the Bible, who they so say was tampered with, the Bible never blamed nobody but who they're supposed to blame, the devil. So that's why I look at the Bible like the Bible has to be real, because the Bible only blame one person, the devil. Them other books is blaming man. Look at them books. All the other spiritual books that we claim that came from the black man is blaming the white man. But they say the Bible is a lie, but they want us to believe those black history books. But the Bible is a lie. So y'all saying the God is a lie. So believe in the books the man wrote. Because as we say, black people was here first before the white people. So the black people was the smartest people. The black people was writing all the books. Black people was doing all that shit. So don't get here and come and tell me that the white man did it. If the black people was here first. So everything was put in place first, because the black race was here first. If that shit don't sound dumb, like listen to how that sound. That shit sound weird. If black people was here first, if black people was controlling here first, if black people made the white man all this shit, was true, then what the fuck happened? Because it ain't go like that. It never was like that. Television, history, you gotta think all that shit is just to cover the people's eyes because we believe in everything because we don't have self-preservations. We rather believe in something else or do this than believing in ourselves. You got to start with yourself. If you're not going to start with yourself, yeah, it's going to be hard to believe in God. But you're going to sit there believing a man, what a man say and wrote in the book and this, and that. But we're not going to believe in the Bible, but we're going to believe in what that black man put in that book. You can't put the walls over my eyes like that because if the story's true, black people was here first. Then why they crying about the white man? How can y'all put in our minds that the white man wrote the laws? Or they gonna say no, they changed them. Impossible. In fucking possible. Impossible. Impossible. Because going on back then, what black person was, like I said, they only giving us what we wanted to hear. Who was in power before they started presidents, before they started voting on presidents and city elections? Who was running the world? How the cities, how the continent, how everything was running then? Who was in control? Please tell me because you can't. It never was it never was running like that. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all comment to the channel. No squares, no circles. Connecticut raw content. Jet black, we are the people. You hear me? Really, it's the handwriting nobody wrote. The letter about him. Now is there a book about him yet? And that person that wrote the book was what? Okay, but so you're gonna say everybody that wrote every book was white? The person that wrote the Bible was white? No, bro, no. If you go back to history, if you let the black people tell it, black people was here first, bro. So it had to be some type of structure or laws that the people went by. What was them? Give them to me. Before the white man changed the law, what was the laws? That's what I'm saying, man. You can't tell me. There's no book, there's no man that I would believe to tell me it was running like that. Come on now. Nobody can tell me that. Tell me how the laws was working then, before all the white man and slavery and all that, and all the religion. How it was running then. Who was running it? If black man was here first and we created the white man, how was the world running then? Please tell me. Lavish, princess and kings. Get the fuck. Nah. God ain't never wrote no story like that. Everybody is equal, man. Listen, man, I'm sorry. Everybody is equal, man. Everybody, like I say, you're not about to sit here and tell me the most precious thing on earth is only the black, and we all gonna die. We all gonna die. No, that's not, bro. Because I'm black and you white, and I'm supposed to be the precious thing. That's not. That don't make me. I'm not feeling that I'm more precious than the white person because once it's time to go, it's time to go. So black, white, none of that shit can help me when God called. So I'm not no precious than nobody, black or white. I'm God's child. I'm no person of color. I'm no ruler of nobody. I have a ruler, and he's coming for me when he's ready. So to say whoever in power, ain't nobody in power because nobody can stop death. So ain't nobody in power who think they so-called in power. Then stop your death. Then you would be able to stop death. You can't. That's what they're gonna tell us. it was no laws. So if it was no laws, that meant it was no structure. If it was no laws, then it was no structure. That's the only thing I can say. If it was no laws, then it was no structure. So you mean to tell me how they give us the story of how black people lived the lavishly, lovely, queens and kings and all that because the white man started all that. You mean to tell me that makes sense? To this day, blacks, only thing I've seen is blacks destroy each other. The white man destroyed the black race. The black race is destroying themselves. I don't want to hear that. You're not going to tell me that's the most precious thing and we the only race that can't get it together and we the most high. That don't make no sense. Thinking like that, that's why we crabs in the bucket. The road is bigger than this, man. And we ain't the only, and black people ain't the only ones in it. And black people ain't the only ones in it. So to say that, and we can't go back that far, we gotta just go on what another black person saying. According to any black man, they gonna say it was the white man's fault. Nobody gonna blame themselves. So I'm not dealing with nobody that not willing to take blame for themselves. I'm really ain't gonna deal with you. You just pointing the finger, you only pointing at yourself because the thumb come before the foe. That's all I got to say. And black people quick to say it was the white man knowing you backstabbed your brother and slept with his wife. Black people do that shit. Come on, man. Black people destroy their homes. Black people destroy their own homes. It's not the white man. Because when your girl, when your black queen, when your black woman told your ass don't go outside with your friends, you wanted to go outside with them friends and your ass got arrested. And the system took control of it then. Put your ass in jail. Just enough for you to be away from your home. And for your baby mother to move on with somebody else. And by the time you get home, your family gone. You did that. That wasn't the system. You played into the system. Well, put it like this. Because they say, you know, Indians is black, but Indians don't consider themselves black. Indians was here first, man. Like, we all know Indians was here first, but black people gonna say Indians is black. Like, that shit don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense to me. Everything came from black, but we the most shittiest race on this earth. But we the precious. Like, come on, man. That shit don't make no sense. It just don't make no sense. It just don't make no sense. Something that's supposed to be so precious on the earth can't even get it together. But something that's supposed to be so evil is getting it together. Nah. Of course, we need somebody to blame. Black people need somebody to blame, bro, for their fuck ups. That's all black people. I don't give a fuck what black people say. That's all black people problem. If they can't blame nobody, then they have a problem. If they could blame somebody, they're gonna keep blaming somebody. And everybody always, black people always blaming. It was the system, it was the white man. Nah, we gotta stop that. Or was the Indians ripped of their land? Once again, black people was here first or the Indians? Oh, but the Indians black. Come on, man. I'm not, get the fuck. It's always gonna be something to detect that black people was here first. So it's black people was here first. What type of laws or structure that we lived it under? What type of order? So you mean to tell me black people was that precious? We ain't need an order? Come on, man. That's, nah, I can't. I can't go on that. I can't believe that. Black people draw it up real good to make it look like a fantasy world. They will do that. And like I said, black persons all we want to give us this what they did to us, but they never want to give the fact that what they did, and we know black people is grimy as hell. So, but anytime they get it caught, it's never me, me, me. Like, come on, like this shit be backwards. You heard me? Yeah, we was ripped through a lot of things. Or did we help it get ripped? That's all I'm saying. We added to it, we helped it. So at the end of the day, who fault is that? We the ones that's doing it to each other. We do it to each other. So before I go pointing a finger, I'm gonna point the finger at myself because we doing it to each other, man. Black people do it to each other. It ain't the white man. If we supposed to be the most precious thing on earth. And they say the most precious things also on earth is the woman, but you gotta think the knowledge. Who bit the apple? The woman. The garden wasn't made for the woman. The instructions wasn't made for the woman. So no matter what the woman came and did, God wasn't gonna hold her accountable. So if the beginner was black, that mean that black man messed up by biting that apple. Because we already know the white man wasn't even created yet. So when did we just threw the blame on the white man? Because what was going on before we created the white man and before all this madness, like I believe it was always madness on the world. Like nothing ain't perfect. We not God. And until somebody could come along and say, this how you prevent yourself from dying, then I'm walking with you. Until a person can deliver that speech, they said when you talk to a person, you get what you could get out of them, and you take what you could take out of them. The only thing I'm going to take out of them is God. Simple. I'm not going over God's word. I'm not going over what a man say, because a man going to make it look great. He's going to make it look better than God because you don't see God. You can't see him with the physical eye, but you actually can see God in the physical eye if you are a chosen one. So a lot of people fear what they can't see. You heard me? So I don't work like that. I let God handle all the things that I can't handle and don't want to handle. Just give it to God, because at the end of the day, when he called for you, he coming for you. See, they not writing stories. They not writing grabs like that. They not to predict. They not to do all that. They know how the world spins. They know how the baby created. They know how this erupted. They know this gonna explode. But nobody, no man, no woman can sit here and tell me this the day you're gonna die. This how you gonna die. Let's get to the real shit. When I'm gonna die and what day. If you can't tell me that, it's nothing to me to believe if I don't do the research myself on how you come in that certain situation when you speaking about the God, the devil, and man in a human race. So to go blame a human race to another human race, I'm not doing that, because once again, we all the same. Nobody's different. And I don't understand, because we the most favorite people, but we still gonna die how everybody else gonna die. We don't get a treat on how we gonna die. If you're not saved, you going to hell. So I advise you to get saved. Connecticut Raw content. Make sure you hit that like button. Jet Black, we are the people. I love y'all. Everybody have a good morning. I'll be on in the next few hours. Y'all know how we get it. Everybody stay in tune. Everybody stay tapped in. Shout out to my moderators. Shout out to everybody that brought subscriptions and became members. Shout out to all the cities and states, the countries. Shout out to all y'all. Y'all know what it is. I love y'all. No squares, no circles. Dry safety is raining. Let's stop the violence. Let's put down the guns. All that good shit. Y'all know how we coming. You hear me? No, 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 never on lock. I'm not saying you blaming the white man. I'm just saying as a race, when it comes to blacks, speaking of another race, we always talk down and blame them. But we sitting here killing each other. That's what I'm saying. Like we used to say when we go messing around with Iraq, that's why when them people in Iraq will blow you up and don't give a damn because they willing to die for what they believe in and stand for. It's the same thing. You go fucking with them Iraqis, they're gonna blow you up. Period. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to see. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to see. You hear me? When people believe in something, they going out. We don't believe in shit because we ain't trying to die. No black person want to die. They want to live forever. They want to stay here forever. You heard me? But you don't know how to stay here forever. But you can say everything else is glutz and glory, and you can put the blame on somebody. But you can't tell me how to stay here forever. You can't tell me when I'm going to die. But you want to believe and think like you thought? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's the my boy. I wish put it like a never unlock. I wish me and you wasn't equal in that way, dog. That's the what could get more equal than this? You gonna die and I'm gonna die. So we better enjoy it and stop pointing the finger. That's what I'm saying, dog. You dying at the end, I'm dying at the end. You got a death date, I got a death date. Come on, bro. That shit was already set in stone before we got here. Our death date was set in stone. So how would they know God? How we was here first as a race? Doesn't make any sense, bro. Social media, book, just the word of mouth. That's all. Like I say, when you don't have God in your life, in your heart, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to see things clearly on how you really want to see it because you don't believe in the spirit. You believe in that spirit gonna have you seeing what you need to see and stop believing in this book. Okay, I'm gonna leave you with this number on lock. I'm gonna give you a prime example. You got man-made food, right? Listen to what I'm saying. You got man-made food, you got godly foods. Now this how you know is a God. This how you know this man doing this shit. So it goes like this. Everything in the world was made by God, right? So this the difference how you know. Because anything that's godly is made for you, is made to help you, not hurt you. Everything God made for us to eat, don't have to do nothing with none, any food or animal. It's all plants, vegetables, and things in that nature that grow. If it don't grow off the land, then it's not made for God. And this how you know it's not made for God. Because everything that's made by man, and we already know everything is made by man. The food we eat, the clothes we wear, the things we shelters in, because everything in this world that's made by man have starch in it. Anything that made by God don't have is all natural. But anything that made by man has starch in it. So that's how you know. Anything that made by man is made to destroy, man. That don't have nothing to do with the color. Anything that made by man is made to destroy. If you do the knowledge, then you know the knowledge. Anything that made by man is made to destroy, man. What do man did try to do? Destroy Jesus Christ. Just look at the history of what man did. Not only white man, black man, all types of. Look what they did. Look what they did. So you heard me? That's why I believe in God. That's why I just go to God way, because believing in man is here to destroy, man. Man is here to destroy. Anything that man made has starch in it. And every food they sell have starch in it. Now why would man be putting a chemical inside food? That's a food. Our clothes have starch in it. The food have starch in it. Everything have starch in it. So we're not only eating what we're not supposed to eat, we also eating a chemical that man made. So you really want to believe in what a man put in a book? You really want to believe what a man said when it comes to pointing a finger or making this or making that? They always gonna make it seem the way it look, but it never was that. They just gonna push the narrative of how they've been pushing it, on how they see it, on how they researched it. But at the end of the day, they was not there. So you can preach it and research it and tell it how you want to tell it, on how you see it. You wasn't there. So that's just gossip. Unless you got breaking, just like the Black Wall Street, like it's evident that they was wiped out. You feel me? By the white man. On how they was running things. So that was true. But to do the math, they just was tortured and murdered for that. Cause they killed everybody on Black Wall. Everybody that was on Black Wall Street lost their life. It was a massacre. Y'all need to go look at that documentary. But like I said, y'all know what it is. I'll be hollering at y'all. Make sure y'all got y'all notification bells on. Shout out to the live chat. Shout out to everybody that came through, watched this video. And right after this episode, you hear me, we don't definitely get to it, man. Hit me up, my boy. Well, I'm gonna say to me, like I say once again, or what they not saying with the Black Wall Street, even though everything was black owned, you know what I'm saying, the community and everything like that. You got to think it was more stuff going on. It was more just than that going on. Like, you mean tell me everybody on Black Wall Street was perfect? They wasn't killing. They wasn't. I just kind of find it hard that to believe, because black people gonna always say everything was good, but they messed it up. Like, nah, black people was cruel as hell, dog. Like, oh, looking back at the black race, man, and looking at what we've been through, black people just cruel, period, dog. Like, black people just cruel, period. Without the slavery, black people just cruel, period, dog. I want your woman, or I want your spot. That shit ain't come from no white man, man. Black people just envy of other black people, man, what they got. When it comes to them queens and kings, and my queen looking better than you, now you want to take me out to have my woman. Like, black people do it to themselves, man. And like I say, if you do the knowledge and the research to that, before the white men, put it like this, before the white men enslaved the black man, the blacks was enslaving their own kind. That I know. Black slavery ain't come from white people. That came from black people slaving their own people. Like, preach that. That blacks was slaving themselves first. Preach that. Don't blame it all on the white man. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but we were slaving each other first. Black people started that. Well, Never unlocked. That hard to believe. If we was here first, that mean we owned everything already. Bro, if black people was here first, that mean we owned everything first. So that's how I look at that. So how they get rid of everything? What, nobody wasn't owning nothing? Come on, man. Like, it was like, no. Life just don't work like that. Life just ain't work like that. Huh? So you always got to look at, like I say, social media, the press is going to always give us what they want to give us. They did it. So just imagine what the black people, when they was slaving their people, what they was doing to the women, what they was doing to when they was slaving the mans, and what they was doing to their women. Like, come on, man. Black people ain't gonna preach that they rape their own kind. Come on, man. Then black people ain't about to preach that, but did they? They just gonna say the white man did it. Get the stop, man. For all those what black people been through, we shouldn't be the most race that want to take each other down. That's backwards shit, bro. We've been through all this shit with the black race, but we destroy our each other. Come on now. Our hearts ain't became that evil against each other, and we never did nothing to each other. Nah, man. Nah. I know America is not our land. I know America is not our land. Africa, it, what is Africa? Is Attica? Africa, Attica. What else? The other with that. But nah, man. That's just listen. That's just nah. It had to be smart people. So black people ain't just become dumb. Black people just think they know it all, and they don't. You hear me? So once again, like I say, thanks for everybody for checking this video out. Thanks for y'all for coming through. I love y'all. Stay in tune. I will be bringing more. Y'all know what it is, man. Shout out to the 39,000 subscribers. I love y'all. You damn right everybody was slaves. Everybody was slaves. That's what I'm saying. They ain't getting into it just, man, listen. I don't know what people get their research, and I don't know what people be reading, but they better read the Bible more, and they better get into God. So when they do read something, God can have their eyes open and be seeing y'all in a few more hours. Straight live. Everybody keep their head up. No squares, no circles. Jet Black, we are the people. Connecticut Raw. Kata, I'm in the building. I'm out.